crafty friends, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a quick process to share with you using one of the new steps that launched with the Everyday Explorers Co. October release. This stamp set is all about documenting what you're grateful for and what you're thankful for. And so I decided to document this photo of Noah and I. Yummy Yummy Noah is my favorite human. I say this in every single video that I make with him or documenting him, but he is my favorite human, and I am just so grateful that he's in my life and that I get to be his aunt. I mean, I don't take it for granted that we were so fortunate that Noah was the gift given to us, but I just, man, that boy. So I decided to do a lot of fussy cutting on this layout, man, and it's not me, but I will say with all the fussy cutting that I did do, this layout took 16 minutes to put together. The raw footage for this video was 16 minutes, so you don't need to have an hour and every day to document your stories. So I stamped out 4 stamps, and I'm struggling with that big thanks stamp. And now that I'm realizing that I'm struggling, it's because I don't have my stamping pad. I didn't pull out my pad. I don't know why I didn't do it, but I didn't pull out my pad, and that's why I was struggling. So I stamped out thankful, gratitude. I stamped out thanks, and then a repeated circle sentiment. And I'm just going in with my precision scissors and doing some fussy cutting. I had music on. I dug really deep. I took a really deep breath and I cut out all these sentiments, and I even cut out the word sentiments, which again is not like me. Like, I don't do things like this. I hate fussy cutting, but I really wanted it for this particular layout, and I didn't want to stamp it on a banner because I just wanted the shape of the word. So I went in, I spent some quality time with my scissors, and I did some fussy cutting. Now I have some embellishments from a Vicki Boutin line. This is from Let's Wander. And the ephemera pack was full of these giant leaf and flowers, which are like my favorite things to use on pages. So I pulled out that giant leaf sprig and that floral branch. And it worked well with the photo of Noah and I. We are kind of obscured by the light right now. But it's just a picture of Noah on my hip, and I have a shirt on that says this is what an awesome aunt looks like. And it's one of my favorite pictures. We went to the zoo together over the summer. And yeah, so I got to spend some time with him, and I did some journaling about how lucky I am that I get to be his aunt and that I have this little boy in my life. Now I went back and did a little bit more fussy cutting. First, I arranged my layout, and I decided to work on black and white pattern paper instead of working on cardstock. So I printed my journaling and then put it all together on a piece of black and white cardstock. I'm working in my Citrus Twist Life Crafted album, which is my favorite album for little stories like this. And these are 5 by 8 pages. So I pulled out that little airplane, that little paper airplane die cut. I just thought it was a really cute die cut, and all the colors worked perfectly. So there's no rhyme or reason to when I use embellishments. It's just whatever looks good. And then I stuck down that gratitude piece that I fussy cut. And I gotta tell you, my fussy cutting doesn't look terrible. I was very surprised by how well it came together. It doesn't look terrible. And then I pulled out some LE Studio leatherette stickers that I had in my stash. From here on, I am just stash busting, trying to figure out what I want to do. So I put down that gray banner under the gratitude piece. I just wanted to introduce some texture and put a few more embellishments on this page. And then for gluing it down, I literally just used my wet glue in my fine line bottle, and I'm just gluing the whole cluster together. Again, this page was really easy to put together. I pulled out my ATG and stuck my journaling down, and I actually don't put my journaling. I'm telling you, even with all the fussing that I did on this page, it still took me 16 minutes to put together because I edit this out, but I stuck my journaling down with my T-square, and somehow I don't manage to put it down straight. And you guys, the amount of times I use my T-square and I still don't manage to put my things down straight will never cease to amaze me, how I have a ruler and it still doesn't work out. But I stuck it down. I end up having to lift the whole thing back up to kind of straighten it out. Like, I look at it and I'm like, this isn't straight. But I put down that thanks. I like that little postage stamp sticker. And then there's that circle element that I cut out. And then I put my thankful banner. I'm just putting some pressure on it to make sure that it works. And then I put that thankful banner on the bottom of my journaling. Originally, when I had designed this, I thought about putting it on top, but I just thought it made more sense at the bottom, just to balance out the left side of the spread so that it's not super top heavy. And I have a million acrylic blocks in my stash, and I literally just use them as paperweights. Like, I put them down on things that I need them to be adhered. Here's where I realize that this is not straight, and I keep measuring it with my T-square, trying to figure out I keep measuring it, trying to figure out where I went wrong. I eventually pick it back up, straighten it out, put some more adhesive. That's the beauty about working with wet glue, is you do have a little bit of wiggle room, and now it is finally straight. So I pull back out those LE Studio. It's kind of funny that I'm watching this. I pull out those LE Studio ephemera pieces and add a few more stickers in that same teal, gray, and black color scheme that I'm using. I was wearing a gray shirt and blue jeans, and Noah had on a red shirt, but denim also, so that's the color scheme that I chose to work with. And then I arrange a few more ephemera bits across the page. I add a heart, I add another banner. And this is how I finish this page up. So I hope you enjoyed this really quick process. Like I said, not every process has to take an hour to document. You can get a story in your albums in 20 minutes as long as you keep it nice and simple. And this was definitely a page where I kept it nice and easy. I stuck to mainly using the story, using my stamps. That's the other good thing about using a stamp, is it helps you get things on the page very quickly. So I hope you enjoyed this process. Please let me know in the comments what you thought. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Also, I'll have my link to the Everyday Explorers Cove shop in the description box if you want to go see what Christine has on offer for the October releases and you're interested in grabbing something of your own. The October releases were wonderful. This is my second project with them, and I had a really good time, especially with the gratitude stamp. Now that we're heading into November, the season where everybody's going to be documenting what they're grateful for, it is a great stamp to add to your collection. So I hope you enjoyed this video, you guys, and I will see you around. So until next time, keep it crafty and have the very best day. Bye, friends.